Alright, welcome back everybody. In today's episode, Alan's joining me. And Alan, this is the second attempt at this intro, isn't it? And you know why? He's had to leave the room. So, Alan's here, which can only mean one thing. We've got wiring to do, and we're going to be wiring up the diesel lights and the servicing point lights as well. So, it's very hard for me to film this sort of stuff because it's fingers and thumbs. So, it's going to be a short video. Hopefully the explanation at the end will sort of make things more clear. So enjoy. So this is the diesel fueling point. You can see the battery light fitted just there, which you saw me fit in a previous video, and that is running down to a terminal block just there. The servicing point is basically the same situation. There's 3 fitted on that one, and they're running down to a terminal block just there. These terminal blocks, what's going to happen is they're going to get the power, the 12 volt power from the CDU, and then that's going to be run up to a voltage regulator. We're using a voltage regulator to drop the power from 12 volts down to 8 volts, and the output of that is then going to be fed to both terminal blocks. I'll show you as it's happening. Any questions? Leave them below. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to get the 12 volt feed from the CDU up to the input of the regulator. That's one from the output, which is now going to run to the terminal block. So from the terminal block, that runs to the output of the regulator. And we're going to repeat that step with this one here. Okay, so that is the black wire connected, and now we're just going to repeat the process for the red wire. Apologies, it were all fingers and thumbs and you couldn't really see much. It's all now wired in. So running from the CDU, we've got the 12 volts power supply. That's feeding up to the voltage regulator, and then the voltage regulator is coming down to the terminal strip with the black and red wire. Now if we go back to the CDU, the voltage regulator, and we go the opposite way, tracing the wires back, it again connects to those terminal strips. So it's relatively simple. I would prefer Alan did and explained to me what he was doing as he was doing it. You've probably seen these 2 lone terminal strips as well. They are future proofing for yard lights and things like that. So I'm going to flip the board over now, get some power, and hopefully we've got lighting. Well, would you look at that? Wiring's all done and the lights are on. It's quite bright in this room, so it's not really showing the effect 100%. Like I said, these lights are dimmed down to 8 volts just to make them not so in your face. On the camera they do seem quite bright though. They're not as bright as they look, I promise, in person. If I take you in for a closer look, I think that looks fantastic. Big shout out and a big thank you to Alan. I always prefer when it's this sort of stuff that someone shows me before I have a go myself. It's the best way of learning it. The time's come now where we can start detailing, adding all these fine details like the barrels and things like that. And this is where it sort of lifts into the next level. It catches the eye, it's good on the eye. If I just show you the diesel point, I've already made a start on that section. Nothing's glued in yet, so we're going to start on the servicing point. We're just going to see what we come up with really. So let's just hop into it, start placing things down. There's no right or wrong way to do this, it's just however you think looks good. This is one of them as well, like you'll think, right, that's enough, is that? Then you'll go to a model railway show, you'll see some more details and you'll think, actually, let's add them as well. It's sort of like a never-ending list, really. And as well, don't put everything facing the right way, you know. Not everything stood up like that there that I've just placed. It's on its side, it's fallen over. Something slightly different. All an experiment. All sorts to work with, so make use of it. We've got things like this, which is an air brake test trolley. We've got solid grip bins. We've got the water barrels and that sort of thing. We've got the drums, oil drums, all that sort of good stuff. A couple of rusty old barrels. I think they've probably been dumped in there. Just chucked in. So we've got the diesel point. There's quite a few there, so I might actually remove that and that one. And then if we've got the old rusty rails, they still need a bit of a track wash put on them, so they will be toned down a little bit. Again, they're not glued in here either. That there is just a spare. So I'm just going to get into my other detailed box and grab a few more bits out. Well, I've dug through the box and we've got some pallets to work with as well, although two of them are now on the floor. So they do need weathering, they're brand new out of the box, but I'm just going to put them on just to give you an idea of sort of where they're going to go. Just putting them out randomly. There's probably going to be one chucked in this bush somewhere, wouldn't you agree? So let's put one in there as well. Chuck it in a bit so it looks overgrown. The best thing to do really is stuff like that, is to put it in before you put all the flocking and stuff like that in, but it's fine, it's not a problem. Move the pan back round. We can have one there as well. I might even put these barrels onto it. Quick word on this, not glued in because I'm deciding on whether or not I want to put it on a concrete base or not. I've got more to come, waiting on delivery, and as it comes, start painting and weathering it and getting it on the layout. Just a quick look with the room lights off, the curtains closed and the layout lights on. I'll switch the room light on in a second. Just wanted to give it the full effect. We have a look down. Things are definitely starting to look extremely good. Sorry about the harsh shadows. I've changed a few things. I have weathered these pallets, took some chunks out of them as well. The barrels that were down here, I've removed the tank and I've put the barrels onto one of the pallets. I've put them on there, which is so. All these details are now glued in, barring the diesel tank and the oil tank. But I think, sorry for the shaking, I'm doing it by hand. I think we're looking really good now. We're definitely making so much progress in every episode. I hope you're enjoying it. Smash that like button and I will see you in the next one.